So, you've jumped into the streets of Prague only to be thrown around like a ragdoll and diablerized by all those sweaty vampires out there. No, I thought... Oh, good shot, good shot. Hello Kindred, welcome back to another Bloodhunt video. Today we're going to be doing a tips and tricks beginner's guide video. I've had a look what advice other people on YouTube are giving, and I thought I'd like to throw my 5 cents in too. I'd like to also start by saying I'm by no means a pro player, but after 42 hours played, I know, convenient number, and a good amount of wins, I have some tips which might help a new player get into this amazing new BR. By now, I'm sure you've seen all the clans and archetypes, so I won't waste your time going through all those. Unless you'd like a separate video of me going through each vampire and their specific strategies, let me know in the comments. Tip number 1. Explore the map and then pick one spot that you like. I usually go here because there's an antique shop right there and I usually go melee style. But you need to learn the whereabouts of the loot drops and form a sort of circuit. It's a great way to familiarize yourself with the map itself, and it means you can move with purpose as soon as the game starts. After you master an area, do the same to another, and then another, until you're comfortable with all areas of Prague. This will make you much better with where the shortcuts and alleys are to slip into when things get hot, which they almost always do. Tip number 2. Decide on a game plan before you drop. So you've got your starting location sorted, that's great. Now it's time to think about blood resonance. Are you going to max out one blood type and get a greatly reduced cooldown on one ability? Or are you going to want to max out the health regen or the melee damage? Or just mix and match? Experiment with these and do not sleep on how important they are at buffing your character for each run. Tip number 3. Stop ADSing so much. It's almost instinctual to aim down sight as you want to land shots and not miss, and you think it's going to help with your accuracy. Well, in this game, the movement is so erratic that standing still for those moments lining up your shots while someone is doing their best Spider-Man impression will almost always get you down first. Most weapons in the game are just as good firing from the hip, and it allows you to work on your movement game. Never stop moving when in gunfights, just remember that. Tip number 4. Sliding. Sliding is your best friend. It gives you slightly increased movement speeds at the start of the animation, and it can allow you momentum to continue before a jump and then after landing from one. It also makes you harder to hit if you're pouncing on an enemy. It's something you need to get accustomed to when playing this game. Something cool you can do to stop you being a sitting duck is to slide right before using a blood bag or fitting an armor plate. This will enable you to heal up in combat sometimes if you use this method wisely, and it keeps the momentum of your gameplay going. You'll also notice that superhero-esque landing you do when you're dropping from a really high point. Yeah, so although that looks really cool, it'll stop you from being able to move again briefly as the animation winds down, and it spooks all the mortals, giving away your position to any good players looking for prey. Hold the slide button so that you always land gracefully and, most importantly, silently. And lastly, tip number 5. Ginger boxes, or orange boxes as normal people say. Ginger boxes are static loot areas which are always in the same spots. I would put a map up here highlighting all of their locations, but I don't want to do that until I'm sure I've found them all and I can't seem to find one online to use. They are plentiful though, and the easiest way to find them is to listen out for this sound when you're using your heightened vision. Just like Christmas presents when you're a kid, however, they aren't always what you wanted. But it's a good chance of getting some of that elusive golden loot. So there we have it guys, 5 easy tips for new players to follow which will help you get on your feet out there and hopefully win more gunfights. I wanted to make these tips specifically for new players as I can't wait to see this community grow and I want to help in any way I can. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. Tell me some stories about how you 1v3'd a team and destroyed them with your movement and big brain plays. Also subscribe if you like these kind of videos because I'll be making a lot more. And lastly, I hear that you're going to win your next 3 matches if you hit the like button. I'm just saying, you know, it couldn't help to try, huh? I'll catch you in the next one, guys.